this edition of Motorhead Garage, this Chevelle gets bit by a black widow and injected with new life. And Sam and Dave give this Dodge a boost.
Are you getting that thing handled all right back there, bud?
I'm doing it all by myself here, buddy.
I know. You do a great job. Hey, welcome to another edition of Motorhead Garage. Well, folks, we are busy working here on our Chevelle, and what we're doing is we're going to convert it from the old carbureted system up to a brand new fuel injection system. I got Derek Borders here with Quick Fuel Technologies, who's got their new QFI fuel injection system here, which is what we're putting on. But before we started, we had a few things we had to do underneath. And Sam, show them what we've done under here.
Well, the first thing you need to do is you need to give the system some information, so they supply you with a wideband heated oxygen sensor, which is really neat. Maintains your air-fuel ratio just perfectly. Now, most of the time what you have to do is get a bung, drill a hole, and weld it on. Quick Fuel Technology supplies you with this really nice little bracket here, and you have a sealing gasket. You make your hole according to the instructions, a couple of stainless steel clamps. You tighten that up, it seals, it does a great job, so you can do it in your driveway at home, even if you don't have a welder. If you want to weld it, you can, but you can always take it to a muffler shop, whatever. And the other thing I've done is I mounted the electric fuel pump here, and this is a turbine pump, a high quality pump. You want it below the level of the fuel tank, run up here, and of course I got a filter that comes with the kit. So we got the pump and the filter. And then the other thing we had to do was put a return line and a vent in the fuel tank. You drop the tank, put your accessories in, put it back together, and we're in pretty good shape here, Davey.
Okay, now Derek, let's take a look at what we have here, what we're going to be putting in here. Now, this is a QFI system. Tell me a little bit about it.
Basically, it's a complete system that we've incorporated in as far as the install. It comes with all your lines and fittings to do the complete install. And just like he said, here's the actual pump and filter comes with the system. And explain to you also the actual bung for the O2 sensor, which is a clamp-on, drill and clamp-on system. Comes with your complete harness, which is labeled. Also, as far as simple hookup, having the labels on it makes it simpler in regards to where each wire goes and what features that they actually hook up to.
And you got your computers here. Right.
It comes also with a handheld controller, which can do your basic tuning features in regards to initial setup. That can be in the car or outside the car. We suggest having it in the car because you can actually use this as a monitoring device also.
That's cool.
And also, like he said too, it does come with a return style regulator and gauge, which is involved in the plumbing, like he explained to you on the return side going back to the tank.
And then you got your module here, right?
Correct.
The brains of the outfit.
Exactly. This is actually the driver that can go under the hood. We suggest it going on there because that simplifies the hookup as far as the harnesses going to the actual throttle body unit itself.
All right, now let's take a look at the throttle body, though. That's what's really neat, because you got two different styles here.
Right. Basically, what we've done in regards to this is we have a silver finish and our new black diamond coated finish also. Both units are the same CFM. They're 950 CFM. Something else that we've done also in regards to the complete unit, if you look on this, it does come with the dual feed line also.
That's good. That's nice. I like that. Okay, and you can remove these Venturis too.
Right, and on down the road, we've done this and designed to be able to, if we want to decrease or increase CFM on down the road for other units, we'll be able to do that.
Okay, well you can see, folks, we have a complete system here, and I like it, and also it comes with all the instructions. And once again, we say it all the time, when you get something like this, sit down and spend a little bit of time going through this. It'll keep you out of trouble and answer a lot of questions. Okay, Sam, you done under there?
I'm ready to set it down there, bud.
All right, buddy, let's drop this thing down.
This edition of Motorhead Garage, presented by ARP, is being brought to you by ARP, the world leader in fastener technology. Steel Rubber, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping. Original Parts Group, the world's largest source for GMA body parts and accessories. Hurst, America's #1 shifter. And by Woodward Fab, selling quality metalworking equipment since 1966.
pretty nice little throttle stop here, isn't it?
I think we can use that, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely. And the return lines. Make sure you don't drop anything down there.
Hold on here. Hold on here. Let me get the nut off, bud.
I'm always waiting on him. I'm always waiting on him.
That's all right. Okay, lift it up. Now the washers are on here.
Well, don't drop the washers down the intake.
Well, lift it up here. I can slide them off. There we go. There's one. Here's the other one. You're free. Go.
You scare me. All right, so we take off this carburetor and this gasket here. That hasn't been on long. Look at how nice and clean that is.
Looks good.
Yep.
Hey, it looks like we can probably reuse this throttle bracket here.
Yep.
Looks good. Okay, now what Sam has done is he has run these lines up here, the fuel lines up, so it makes it easier for a guy like me to reach down in here and get them. And what we're going to do is, here's our regulator. We're going to mount it right here on this firewall. That way it's in a good spot, easy to get to.
Nice to have an adjustable fuel pressure regulator. And if you look at the base of this thing, it's got a double bolt pattern. And of course, that double bolt pattern, it'll fit a 4150 or a 4500 both,
Correct,
right?
correct.
Okay, and it bolts right on in place of the carburetor, hooks up to your stock manifold linkage. You just got to know what you're doing here. There we go. And then we can put our return line, and you supply the gaskets in the kit, right?
Correct, correct.
All right. Davey, you got the nuts and washers on that side?
All right, you got the nuts over there, 'cause I gave those to you, but I do have the washers, buddy. There you go.
I will. Here's some needle. Oh, yes. That looks good. Got a nice gasket there.
There we go.
Thing of beauty.
All I have to do now is go ahead and plug this in, and
Nice.
what's nice is that all snaps together nicely. You can't really make a mistake with this. Okay, Derek, I think we're ready for the controller now. While you're getting that, I'll go ahead and hook up our fuel rails.
We got a feed line
rather.
that comes up. The feed line comes up to here. That's your high pressure from the pump. Goes through the system, out the other side, over to the fuel regulator, which is adjustable, has a gauge on it. You know, you always have your pressure regulator in the end of the line, and then the return goes back to the tank, and we're in pretty good shape. So if you
Okay.
get those
Let me
tightened
go
up, you
get
don't have
some-
any leaks, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're set here.
Yes.
All right. So now what's the trick on this, Derek?
Basically, when an initial setup, you'll go through, it'll ask you engine displacement, what your target air fuel is on the self-learn progress, and then also the compression of the engine, your idle RPM, your target idle RPM, and it goes through different levels and steps of asking base questions to get your initial startup before you actually do the self-learning progress.
All right, you got enough information in there for us to fire it up?
Absolutely.
All right, Davey, watch fuel pressure there, buddy.
Now we're starting to get it.
It's starting to prime.
No leaks?
Not yet.
All right, let's give it a fire up here. Let's hold on a second. So all we need to do now is let this thing warm up, take it for a ride and learn it, right?
Absolutely.
Now, we got a red light on over there. What's that all about?
Yeah, tell me about that.
Actually, what it's doing right now is after your initial programming, once the self-learn starts, It's initializing it in the actual brain to remember what your air, fuel, and all your programming is.
Okay, so you got to wait for that to go out before you refire?
Right, exactly. Before you try to restart it, that way it actually, I guess you'd say, embeds what you just done or programmed in it, in the system.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Today's original Parts Group restoration tip, we're going to be discussing how to properly install the bed rails on 78 through 87 El Caminos.
The first thing we got to tell people is about the clips.
Okay.
Okay, they go in a certain way.
Okay.
Okay, they got like a slanted side and a flat side. The flat side goes towards the outside of the car.
Great. And
those mounts on the car. They only mount with pressure, so people try to tap them. These are plastic clip, but in the 80s they used a lot of plastic, so if you use a hammer and mount, you're going to break them. There's different notches on the car that these mount into. So what you want to do is put your corner moldings in first, then the bed rails, then the roof moldings. And this slides into the corner molding.
I got you.
Okay. Once that slides into, you lay your bed rail down, line it up.
Now I notice you're doing this all by hand.
All by hand. No hammers.
Nothing. Gotcha.
Anything like that, and just snap it in after that.
Great.
And that's your long bed rail.
Great.
Upper cab only is where it gets a little tricky, because this slides into both pieces.
Okay.
Okay. The trick part is getting both of them to snap over the bed rail and then the existing roof molding piece. Start in the middle. There you go.
Great. We didn't even use any tools on this restoration tip.
Motorhead Garage, presented by ARP, coming to you from Borla Commerce Park.
You always get all the good tools.
That's because you're manly and I need help. How's that?
Slide this thing off. Hey, welcome back to Motorhead Garage. Well, you can see Sam and I are hard at work here under our Chevelle now. We just put the quick fuel injection system on it, but we wanted to add some sound to it as well. So what we've done now is we've removed these old mufflers back here.
And they were ragged.
Exactly, but we've got Bill Speed here from Black Widow Exhaust. So, Bill, welcome to the show.
How you doing, Dave?
Now,
nice to be on it.
Folks, tell you what, when we have guests that come in, we don't let them just stand around. We put them to work, especially doing this. Bill, where's the mufflers?
Beth here, bringing them in.
Oh, look who you bring with you. Hello, Beth.
Y'all ready for that new sound?
Sure. I want you folks to meet Beth Hagendorf here. She's the host of Drifting with the All-Stars.
Happy to be here.
Welcome to the show, Beth.
I would love to stay with y'all, but y'all got a lot of work ahead, so I'm going to let y'all get to it.
Yeah,
you're not dressed for it
works
either.
around here.
I bet it.
Thank you, Beth.
This is my side.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me get this out of the way here.
All right.
Now, these come with nice clamps. Well, these are beautiful mufflers. It's a shame to put these on underneath.
Yeah, these are really polished.
A lot of my customers say the same thing.
What makes these unique, Bill?
Well, what makes these unique is it's a whole new sound, and I wanted to create a whole new sound without messing with the airflow. And they're 304 stainless steel. They come in polished or non-polished, and they're just a beautiful new sound. So everybody's been waiting for.
All right, how about holding that for me right
Here, let
there?
me hold that for you there.
All right. Now, you can weld these on. You can get slip fit, or you can go ahead and use clamps. We got some nice stainless clamps here. These will work.
They're going to hold that on there?
Oh, yes.
All right, well, let's go ahead and we'll put this one on.
Let me hold that one for you.
Yeah, let me get the clamp lined up here. These clamps make it a lot easier. Okay, you got it?
Yeah, I got it there.
Ready?
All right,
I'll
go
tighten
ahead,
it up.
Sammy.
Got a wee on it?
Yep. Perfect. Oh, that's
All right,
beautiful.
now let's go ahead and put our exhaust, our tailpipes on.
Tell you what, let's put the tailpipes on, we'll clamp it up, and then we'll go ahead, we'll set the car down, we'll fire it up, and get a listen to the sound.
All right.
And your clamp over here?
Yep, I got it right here. Let's see, I want this way.
Yeah.
If everybody's happy when we're done, we'll go ahead and weld these things. There we go, that's much better.
Yeah, like
Is
that.
that the pipe where you want it to be?
Yep, perfect. Put a clamp on it.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Ready?
I'll get this side.
Got mine right here.
Ready?
Go ahead.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I can put this clamp on here. You can hold it up.
All right, and we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll set it down and listen to it. I'm dying to hear these things sound.
Yeah. There's no drone inside the cab.
Yeah, so you can leave your head inside the cab and you get no drone in this thing at all with these mufflers. All the sound is outside. And it's a real progressive sound too. When you want it to be quiet, I mean they're quiet. But when you want them to be aggressively loud, you just put the gas pedal down and it is nice and loud.
It sounds good in here.
Yeah, the mufflers I designed it with no restriction. So we were basically a straight through muffler. With a little bit of sound deflections on the sides.
Well, not only sounds good, but it's going to add performance as well, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
definitely.
hey, I want to thank you for stopping by and for leaving those mufflers because you ain't getting them back.
I can't have them back?
No, you can't get them back.
Oh, wait a minute, they didn't say that.
Hey, on this week's Industry Update, we are featuring a website called Garage Social. And Sam, this is a website that's really designed for all you car enthusiasts out there, so you can get together, share ideas, show your cars. Really a social thing.
Absolutely. This is social media for automobiles, and there's people from all over the world. You log on to garagesocial.com and you can see you've got a place to organize your garage. You can put a vehicle on there, several vehicles. You can add vehicles, change them up, see pictures of cars that other members have. Here's a little GT Ford, a Shelby.
Yeah, you can put your car on there, brag about it if you want.
Yep.
And look at other cars. And if you got your favorite car, you can hook up with other people that have the same type of car.
Right. And it's from all over the world. It's social media, social networking with automobiles at its best. Remember that, garagesocial.com.
This edition of Motorhead Garage, presented by ARP, is being brought to you by Lizard Skin. Spray your way to a cooler, quieter ride. Race Gas. Get more out of your engine. Roadmaster Suspension, the ultimate leaf spring suspension upgrade. Black Widow Tune Performance Exhaust. All tone, no drone. And by Sprint Booster, more power on demand.
Hey, welcome back to Motorhead Garage. Well, folks, all these new cars today have what we call drive-by-wire. In other words, the throttle is controlled electronically rather than having a cable running through the throttle to the carburetor or the fuel injection system. We got Tommy Barnes here with Sprint Booster, and he's figured out a new way to overcome any lag that you have. And Tommy, show them what we're talking about here.
All right, so to start off with, this is how the factory setup works. When you push the throttle down, the computer controls how the throttle body opens. So it slowly rolls into it. No matter how fast or how hard you push that throttle, the computer's only going to open at a preset rate.
Now, why did the factory do that?
Multiple reasons, but they control how you drive the car. So they control your warranty, they control the fuel mileage they rate it at. So they basically control everything that happens.
It's probably to control guys like Sam who wants to get in it all the time so they can get better gas mileage. Otherwise, he ruins their gas mileage.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the normal way. Now show us what the Sprint Booster does.
All right, so when you put it on stage 1 here, it's still going to give you a progressive opening, but it's a lot quicker. It's going to be a lot quicker, but it's still a progressive rate.
Oh yeah, you can see that is moving a lot faster.
And then when you put it on stage 2, you get the true cable response. So it opens as fast as you push the pedal, it opens right up.
So it's almost like one-to-one then.
It's exactly what it is.
That's pretty cool, and you get an idea of just how fast that works. Now, to install this is pretty simple, isn't it? Show me how you do it.
It's a basic install. The unit plugs right on top of the pedal. So your factory plug would be plugged in just like that.
Right.
You just unplug the plug, put the Sprint Booster in, connect your factory plug back on top of it, and that's it.
And this, folks, is what you would see underneath the dashboard. This is a potentiometer, actually. This is what controls the current flow to your throttle plate here. Well, Sam is over there in the black Hemi. Let's see if he can get this thing installed. It might be a little above him, but you may want to check him out.
All right, let's go take a look.
All right.
You know, the Sprint Booster is the simplest performance piece you'll ever install. For the time and money invested, you get more performance out of this than anything else. And again, it's so simple. You basically just unplug in the potentiometer like Dave and Tommy showed you. You plug in this in. It has a small connection for your control panel. And now you can go ahead and set it to whichever level of performance you want and unplug this, and it'll remember that and it'll stay there. Or you can just put this in the car and push the button wherever you want. You can change the settings. First thing you remember is when you turn the car off and open the door, body control modules are alive. They stay alive for a while, so give it 5 minutes. That way when you unplug your potentiometer, it doesn't set a check engine light and you won't have to deal with that. The hardest part of this installation is taking off the hush panel under the dash. Once you take it off, just reach up, unplug your factory unit, put this in series, and you're all set to go. That's it. All that's left is the decal and find a place to put our control unit. All we got time for today. I'm going to go out and have some fun, find some Mustangs and Camaros. We'll see you next time here at Motorhead Garage.